Hey, thank you so much for tuning in to a new episode of Cut to Movies with Vivek and Viru. Just before we dive in, we'd like to give you a disclaimer that this episode is filled with spoilers. So please do watch the film first, unless, of course, you don't have an issue with spoilers, in which case.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Cut 2 with Vivek and Viru. And today we are in the United Kingdom with one of my most favorite actors, Benedict Cumberbatch or Kamarban. क्या है? हाँ. विवेक बताओ.
Yeah, so today we discuss The Courier, directed by Dominic Cooke, spy drama based on real events set in the early 1960s during the US-Russia Cold War. Benedict Cumberbatch plays Greville Wynn, a salesman recruited by MI6 to establish contact with a source in Moscow, Oleg Penkovsky, who's a Soviet military intelligence colonel, supplying vital information to the West about Russia's nuclear arsenal. It's a story about espionage, friendship, family, and everything in between.
तो यार ये तो मैंने तेरे को बोला था देखना है because यार I mean Benedict is like मेरे को उसका हर चीज देखने का होता है. I'm very interested in what it was and I when I saw this first तो वही it's like a real life spy drama, Cold War, अमेरिका रशिया के बीच में कुछ तो इंटरेस्टिंग है, थ्रिलर है. I read somewhere it is a thriller, but when I saw it, frankly, I was a little underwhelmed with it. What was your reaction?
I am usually sold by based on true events. ऐसा कोई slate आता है movie में, I am looking forward to the film. So it started with that excitement, and through the film, I did not have a huge issue with it. But I get where you're coming from. That it did not have that punch of a spy
Right.
thriller.
I mean, it was like. ठीक है, it was very expected. Whatever was happening, we expected it to happen. There were not many thrilling moments. It was like a plainly told story of this amazing tale. I mean, frankly, it's an amazing tale of a businessman picked out of nowhere to become like a spy. And then he goes there and does such phenomenal work. Of course, वो मतलब उसका जो outcome था, that was staggering. But I don't know if the story was good enough to be made into a film, or maybe they could have added some masala into it.
Yeah, maybe. Like we've kind of also seen not much recently, but something like Argo, which had such nerve-wracking moments.
Exactly.
In them, and I think that also kind of elevated the story to make it even more interesting and not just stating facts. So
Absolutely,
I think
that was also like a civilian crew saving people, which is and here also they could have made so many brilliant moments in which you feel that he's going to be caught and then doesn't probably, or he escapes at the last minute. इसमें ऐसा लग रहा था कि ठीक है, when you knew that he's going to be caught, he was caught. तो वैसा हो रहा था, तो मेरे को वहां पे थोड़ा सा इशू लगा.
Yeah, correct. Like things were not, they were not spending as much time with key moments. Also in his entire 8 year of prison seemed like were all summarized within 8 scenes, maybe.
Right.
I think even that could have kind of elevated the feeling of what he was going through.
Yeah.
But
I think when you nailed it on the head when you said कि वो time नहीं spend किया. Even there are various aspects to it. One is of course him getting into that whole business wala mindset and going, मतलब spy mindset and actually going there. फिर then that friendship, which is like the most important aspect of the film, वो भी मतलब मेरे को ऐसा develop होके इतना अच्छा friendship हो गया कि he'll put his life on the line for that person. वो मेरे को ऐसा it was not very believable to me.
I agree with you completely. In terms of not investing as much time in their bromance or not investing as much time in explaining his patriotism, why would he agree to go so further into danger in Soviet Russia when he knew that the outcome could have been him being dead or imprisoned? I mean, his patriotism also wasn't to the crown, as they said, wasn't really believable to me when he kind of went to Russia the second
I
time.
mean, there are a couple of scenes in which the American agent kind of tells him that almost वो क्या बोलते हैं उसको emotional अत्याचार होता है उसके ऊपर, where she's like if you don't do this, like the world is going to come to an end, like America is gone and nuclear warfare, and you will not have time to even UK will be destroyed, and you will not have time to save your family. So maybe it is his duty to the family more than the crown. So we don't know that. I mean, that doesn't come out really well. So I mean, yeah, these are the aspects in which I was like, क्या यार बेनेडिक्ट की फिल्म में यार ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हैं? He has done so many spy films, right? You were saying Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
Yeah, so that's the movie which also redefined the spy genre, because that was adapted by a book written by John le Carre. He's written a lot of these spy thrillers, and I think that one aspect which is which you see in Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy in the film is where you show the moral ambiguity of human beings, and in both sides of the Cold War. Their intention is, it goes deeper into human emotion and it defines their intention much clearer, as opposed to a movie like The Courier, where everything is just bland, like we were discussing right now.
True.
Isme, it was so obvious that they are portraying USSR as evil.
Yeah. Ekdam propaganda film ka.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you watch Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, not for a moment you're asked to pick the villain, but it is about those spies and their choices that they make, and why one turns rogue and why the others don't, and it's really interesting, that film.
I think the Imitation Game was good, but Bridge of Spies was also really good. American or Russian ye wala liya to. And then of course one film that I really love is The Lives of Others, which is actually a German film.
I've watched that.
So
that is really disturbing.
Ke baad ye film, it's like underwhelming, and I had a lot of expectations. Maybe that was also my issue.
But you should be happy. I mean, Benedict Cumberbatch did a good job with the role.
I was shocked to see him in the final few scenes. No, 3-4 scene ke liye he lost some. I mean, in terms of weight, he just lost 10-12 kgs. But body mass usne kitna lose kiya? Like his face. When you see it, you're like, oh damn. And that he's done just for 3 or 4 scenes. You know, 95% of the film is like him okay. And then for that 5%, he lost so much weight. And it seems like it was a very tough time. Of course, it would be. Because he did it in 3 months or so. Yeah, I mean, isko comparison mein wohi dekh raha tha ki Christian Bale, that guy had like for The Machinist, he had lost some 28 kgs, man. That was insane.
Yeah, that guy is insane.
Benedict ko dekhna maza aaya, and performance was good. Yeah, even the other guy, what was his name?
The character of Penkovsky.
Yes, the character of Penkovsky. He's also done a good job. So yeah, I mean that was, and you had the marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Correct. Yeah.
Like role is okay. theek hai.
She was anyways as a supporting character. I think again Penkovsky, at least I really liked. He's apparently a Georgian actor. That guy who they've hired, and what I like about him is because, like you were saying, Cumberbatch is such a strong actor. They should have had an equally strong actor with him, and I think this guy who played Penkovsky, his name is Merab Ninidze, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I think he was really good in the role.
It seems like he's like a veteran actor and he's done quite some stuff, but we have not seen much of it. And I think he was also in The Bridge of Spies. तो ये ऐसे सब कैरेक्टर जो होते हैं, जो सोवियत एक्टर्स होते हैं, I think they picked in various films which you might have seen. Of course, here he has one of the main roles.
There are some scenes between the two which I really liked. Like my favorite between the two was the scene where when they meet in the prison. Just before they part ways, Cumberbatch tells Penkovsky that it was you.
Right, you saved the world.
Because you saved the world. And I think before he was executed, to kind of hear that, I think that scene was quite very well done as well.
True. I mean, the couple of scenes were really good, like this one. I mean, even the part where where he kind of meets him for the first time and they have this conversation. वहाँ पे वो भी it starts off quite well, but after that you really don't see the graph of them becoming really good pals and friends and someone who you would really like put your life on the line for.
Yeah,
So,
correct.
Yeah, that was the only thing. But अगर talking about spy films, हिंदी फिल्म में कोई तेरे को पसंद आया स्पाई फिल्म? Because we make such crap like एक था टाइगर एंड एजेंट विनोद एंड और मेरा एक पुराना फेवरेट पिक्चर है हीरो द लव स्टोरी ऑफ अ स्पाई.
Yeah. I was going to say Tiger Zinda hai.
तूने देखा है?
Of course, I've seen
टाइगर
where he
जिंदा है.
with that
The series.
Trump-like mop that he has on his head in one of the many avatars that Sunny Paji takes. But yeah, I was going to say Tiger Zinda hai, but that was a joke. I think, well, just like the sports genre that we were talking about in the previous episode, I think spy genre is another genre that we haven't been able to crack. But Razi.
Yeah, I mean Sriram Raghavan ने एजेंट विनोद बनाई. I can't believe it, man. It's such a great director.
But Agent Vinod, there are quite a few rumors about Agent Vinod, how Saif had hijacked the entire making of the film, which is why Raghavan had promised never to work with a superstar ever, and that's why after that he's never worked with like a big star.
Makes sense.
But Razi is
yes.
my favorite. Yeah.
Razi is awesome. I mean, yeah, that's what. It's such a mature, refreshing film from Bollywood. I mean, great writing, excellent acting, all actors. I mean, everyone is so awesome in that film. And it's really well done. The tension that it is created, will she be caught and all of that. It had all the masala also in right proportions. Not overly jingoistic as well.
Absolutely. And it was all about the characters. I mean, in the end, you are left to think whether you were empathizing with Alia Bhatt or whether you were feeling bad, just like she was feeling bad and guilty because she was the cause of the death of her husband. I mean, a lot of emotions there, and I feel the depth of the movie was in the writing.
Yeah, absolutely. And isko chhod ke, I mean, there are a couple of films like I had to really think about it. और एक दो छोटा films था, like 16 December करके था. It had Milind Soman in it, which was quite nice. I mean, वो अच्छा था. और there's Madras Cafe, which was quite good. John Abraham का. And of course, अभी जो series चल रहा है, series के में देखेंगे तो The Family Man, which is fun, and which is also like a spy masala series. So yeah, I mean, those are the ones. But yeah, Razi is probably the best, at least in from Bollywood that has come. I don't know about Indian cinema. We should look at other languages as well. But at least from Bollywood, Razi, hands down the best. The thing I read later on was Greville, the character Benedict played after he was released and all of that. He kind of, after that also, he had a big major struggle with depression and alcoholism because of the imprisonment. So it's not as if his life after that was great. They could make part 2 and show us what are the effects of that imprisonment. Maybe it is available on Amazon Prime, so I'm hoping a lot of people will watch it, because this had very, I mean, favorable ratings, at least everywhere I read. Mostly it had favorable ratings, and I was not that impressed with it. So if you guys feel that we missed something there, do let us know in the comment section, like the last time. विवेक, वैसे last time के कुछ आया नहीं, गाली वगैरह अभी आया नहीं कुछ. Public
I was just about to say that the last 2 episodes, what we think of a film is completely opposite of what others are thinking of the film. Right. So I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. And वही last time कुछ गाली नहीं आया, तो अब तक तो कुछ हुआ नहीं है. So that's not.
Courier में इतना तो I don't think people will be like, damn it, how did they say that this is not a good film?
Yeah.
Like last time Sarpata mein, I was expecting some punches, but well, anyway, guys, do let us know in the comment section how you felt about this as well as Sarpata, and do follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and of course Spotify. See you next time.
Bye.